TwitchCon wasn't so hot this year, to say the very least. Now, if you were living underneath a rock, you probably have seen the Emiru incident at TwitchCon. But also, later in this video, I want to talk about a different controversy that occurred at TwitchCon that nobody is talking about, but it is still, not great. But when the Emiru incident happened, I remember I opened Twitter not knowing that this shit had gone down, and then my feed was immediately flooded with the clip and the assault and just everything about this with her meet and greet. For those of you who have not seen it, or maybe just want a reminder, here's the full clip. Whoa. Who could have ever guessed that the culprit of a female streamer getting assaulted is a creepy parasocial viewer who looks exactly like you would imagine? Mind blowing. Crazy. Never would have expected this guy to look this way. I think Twitch just needs to start like a challenge video series at this point, like try to host an event without any crime or controversy challenge. Fucking impossible. Now, this incident with Emiru was bad for 3 big reasons. First of all, this dude just wandered over from a different fucking place of the event like he was going through a fucking Sunday stroll in the park. Like, where the fuck was security at? It makes no sense. And Dane Clancy said, even after you put security measures in place, there's only so much you can do for people who put themselves out there like streamers.
I mean, as you know, I think you toured some of what we do in terms of security. The reality is, even as you do a lot in terms of security in today's world, there are challenges that can present themselves, especially when someone is putting themselves out there.
I mean, guys, he's right. There's only so much you could do, to secure a public event like this. Like, I don't know. Making sure that no random fucks get into a meet and greet. That's where this idea is just completely retarded, okay? What he said would be valid if they had like ultra tight, crazy security measures, best practice in place, and it still happened from, maybe somebody that already had signed up to see Emiru. And then you could say, oh, okay, well that guy was just a fucking sicko. But here, this guy literally walks from bumfuck nowhere, strolls into Emiru's meet and greet, and just grabs her and tries to kiss her. Guys, there's only so much we could do. There's only so much, guys. Come on. Are you serious? And they're putting themselves out there, For streamers, there's only so much we could do. Oh my god. And I've seen some comments online about that blue-haired guy that was just standing next to Emiru when it happened because, he was meeting with her during the meet and greet. And people are blaming this guy for not doing anything. Like, oh, this guy just watched an assault happen. He did nothing. And, as much as I understand, the biasy against someone that looks like this, blue hair, kind of fits the archetype of someone who has a parasocial relationship with a female streamer and is attending a fucking meet and greet, his job's not security. His mindset is just, all right, I'm going to meet the fucking love of my life, Emiru, this streamer that I like, and, say what's up. You're not expecting her to get assaulted right in front of you, bro. That's not your job. Like, he's just a civilian. Like, he got surprised, confused, and froze up. Like, that happens, bro, all right? You're good, bro. Don't worry about it. You know what, everybody? Let's take a step back. Let's be super fucking charitable. Let's be the fucking Pope, omega forgiving, and, nice to Twitch. Let's say, all right, Dan, you tried your best at TwitchCon with security. The incident happened. This guy must have been immediately reprimanded, right? Even though, we're being nice, you tried your best with security. The incident occurred, and you guys, detained him, immediately and, removed him from the premises, right? Here's a clip of the guy just strolling the venue freely after.
It was fun. Saw the homies back.
Guys, we tried our best. We tried our best, everybody. Come on. Are you serious? There's only so much we can do. There's only so much. So not only is this guy allowed to just stroll right in, they let him stroll right out afterwards. Are you fucking kidding me? What makes this even more disgusting is that in Twitch's statement on X, they said they immediately blocked this individual from returning to the TwitchCon premises and banned him forever. And let me ask the engineers and doctors and NASA scientists in the chat, all right? Does this look like they immediately blocked him from returning? Because to me, kind of looks like he's about to go to the fucking concession stand and get some fucking popcorn. So Twitch just straight up lied to everybody about how they handled the situation. Thank God for community notes, because one was added citing Emiru's tweet and saying that Twitch lied. It even seems like the TwitchCon staff themselves, the security, didn't even care, because Emiru said that in a statement the security were giggling about how they didn't even see it happen and continued on with their day. Brother. This is like a police officer having someone steal something right in front of them, and then right after it happens, they're like, hey, damn, that shit's crazy. What? He did what? That's crazy. And if you want to know something that's, just the cherry on top for how Twitch deals with situations like these, in Emiru's statement, she said that she had a security guard of hers permanently banned for detaining someone who was stalking her at a previous TwitchCon. Yes, you heard that right. Emiru's security guard, who was doing their job, got permanently banned by Twitch. Now, I'm not a big fan of the what ifs, but all I'm saying is, what if Twitch hadn't banned her best favorite security guard and they were there to protect her this time? This incident wouldn't have happened, and Twitch would probably, be a lot better. So let's get this straight. Emiru gets assaulted by a guy who just strolls into her meet and greet, walks freely for some time before Twitch takes any action at all. Security laughs at the situation, and then Twitch lies about how they handled it. This is cinema. This is cinema. I don't know this is just straight cinema. This is not a good look for future TwitchCons. That's all I gotta say. That's fucking nuts. And if we're being totally honest, Twitch only made a statement in the first place probably because this went viral. If this assault took place and the clips didn't go viral and it got no online traction, I bet they wouldn't have made a statement at all. Cause why would they? Why would they make any statement? They don't want people to know about this shit happening at their events. It's a great example of somebody only being sorry because they got caught, not about the fact that that shit even occurred. And this Emiru shit, even though it's been a huge deal, it's been like the main story out of TwitchCon this year, there's actually a whole different controversy surrounding a famous VTuber named Chibidoki. If you guys aren't familiar, a VTuber is just a streamer who doesn't show their face because, instead they use an avatar to represent themselves. Why do they do this? The main reason, privacy. You can get an online following, make money, have a career, and still turn around and live a normal life when you walk outside. Or maybe you're just fat and you don't want people to know.
Nigga.
So the VTuber Chibidoki goes to TwitchCon, and they have this authentication system that they're using at Twitch where you have a bracelet with your authentication that you just scan to verify that it's you. Twitch's scanning system for that bracelet wasn't working at the time that Chibi was trying to get into the event for her meet and greet, and so they made her take off her mask that she was wearing to verify who she was. Now, alright, this one, it's understandable that you'd want to verify somebody if you're not able to do it the standard way. You can't control the bracelet thing not working. The problem here is that the wristband scans are in the complete open for anybody to see. And if you're being forced to unmask yourself in public like this, the whole point is that you're a faceless streamer, your whole fucking thing is gone. Like your entire security, the whole reason why you're a VTuber is out the window. And they didn't give any accommodations to her or take into consideration that, being forced to demask herself would be, exposing herself to a crowd that she doesn't want to. Like, how difficult is it to just bring a motherfucker into a different room? You might think, Skate, this is so much extra work for one person. Like, it's just, can you take your mask off to verify yourself? Guys, the event name is called TwitchCon. It is centered around Twitch and streamers. These guys should be on their hands and knees treating the streamers like royalty because that is their entire fucking company. That's how they make money. So yes, crazy idea. They should be a little extra for someone like a faceless YouTuber who's contributing to their revenue. You should be making all these streamers feel safe as fuck. Like, you should be making them feel safe, have a good time, have the feeling that they can go do whatever they want and conquer the world. Because if it's any other way, the streamers can just fuck off and then TwitchCon dies. The next year, it's over. But I don't know. What do you guys think, man? TwitchCon just seems to be going downhill. And streamers like Emiru and Asmongold have been pretty outspoken about how streamers should just leave at the time that it happened, and how next year you guys should just consider not going at all. So Lord knows what's gonna happen next year. But I wonder if Twitch is gonna do anything to, you know, make it right, or put extra security measures in place, or maybe, crazy idea, be more accommodating to the people they're hosting, which is their entire platform. But, you know, hey, fuck Skate Tiger, I guess. You know, who knows best? I don't know best, guys. Let's just have everybody free roam, no security, PvP server. Fuck it. Everybody can just do what they want. Let's do the purge. Fuck it. TwitchCon 2026 purge. Like, let's go. Let's do it. I'll go to that one. I know exactly who the fuck I'm seeing first if that happens. Leave your comments below. What do you think about all this? What do you think Twitch should do to, you know, right this situation? Because, man, they're not doing too hot. Skate Tiger, we out. Peace.
On the internet, they just don't understand me. I'm that nigga that's gon' urinate on Grammys. Rocket